Stop. Do not scroll. This message found you for a reason. My beloved child, you didn't find this by accident, and before your mind tries to question it, I need you to slow down and stay right here, because heaven paused your life for this exact moment, not tomorrow, not later, not after another video, but now, and the very fact that you are still reading means something unseen stepped in and stopped you, and you can already feel it in your body. That strange mix of tightness and warmth in your chest, the quiet around you, the way your thoughts suddenly feel slower. This is not imagination, this is protection moving closer, and I need you to listen carefully because Archangel Michael is worried about you, not because you are weak, not because you failed, but because your heart has been too kind for too long without protection around it, and that kindness has been glowing quietly, attracting attention you never asked for, attention that did not come to help you. And there was an invisible trap forming around your next step, so subtle. You would not have noticed it until it was already too late, wrapped in familiarity, hidden inside normal conversations, smiles, and routine moments, and someone close to you has been pretending to be good, pretending to support you, pretending to stand with you, while slowly standing too close to your peace, and I will not reveal them clearly because fear is not how protection works, but deep inside you already know the feeling, that sudden heaviness after being around them, that doubt that appeared out of nowhere, that tiredness that didn't match your effort, and this is why you were stopped here today, because Michael saw what you could not see yet, and he intervened before the trap could close, before it could touch your money, before it could disturb your rest, before it could steal your future joy. My beloved child, stay with me, do not skip now, because this is where many people leave and miss the ceiling of protection, and you are not meant to miss it. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now holding a blue sword of protection, calm, steady, unshaken, not raised in fear but glowing with authority, cutting through cords you never knew were attached to you, cords of delay, cords of confusion, cords of silent pressure that made you feel like life was pushing against you for no reason, and as he moves, spiritual blockages that slowed your help are being cleared, and you may feel it physically, a warmth spreading through your hands, a gentle pressure in your chest, a deep stillness settling over your thoughts. This is your system recognizing safety, real safety, and I want you to quietly claim this protection right now by saying, I am safe, because when you do, you are choosing light over fear. You are allowing the shield to lock into place around your life. You didn't find this by accident, my beloved child. Heaven paused your life because the next 72 hours matter, not because something bad is coming, but because something good was waiting for the trap to be removed, and now that it has been dismantled, help can finally move toward you clearly. Money or support that felt blocked can begin to flow again, and you may not see it all at once, but you will feel the shift first. A sense of relief you cannot explain, a calm that does not disappear when you look away, and this is how you will know it is real. And when doubt tries to whisper, stay here and say again, I trust the plan, because trust keeps the protection active. My beloved child, Archangel Michael knows how much you have been carrying alone, how often you stayed strong for others while quietly asking for rest inside, how you kept going even when you felt drained, and that quiet asking was heard. That is why he stepped in before damage could happen, before loss could touch you, and the person who meant well on the surface but drained you underneath is already being moved out of your path. Not through confrontation, not through drama, but through distance and clarity, and you will soon notice their influence feels weaker, quieter, less important, while your own strength feels stronger, clearer, more grounded, and this is how protection works, softly, cleanly, without chaos. Stay with me, my beloved child, because as the shield settles, your body is releasing what it no longer needs to hold, and you may feel a strange mix of emotions, relief mixed with tears, calm mixed with exhaustion, and that is normal, that is release, and as this happens, the blue sword of protection is lowering, not because danger remains, but because victory has already been secured, and the invisible trap that once surrounded your path no longer exists, and I want you to anchor this moment again by saying, I am safe, because safety is now your state, not something you have to fight for. The next 72 hours will bring signs, my beloved child, not loud, not dramatic, but undeniable, a message, an opportunity, unexpected help, a shift in your finances or a sudden sense of peace that arrives without effort, and when you notice it, even if it seems small, say, I trust the plan, because that trust keeps the flow open and protected, and I want you to begin to see yourself just a little ahead in time. Calmer, lighter, smiling without forcing it, waking up without dread, feeling supported instead of stretched, living a life where abundance feels natural and happiness no longer feels fragile. This is the future Michael is guarding for you right now. You didn't find this by accident, my beloved child. Your kindness will no longer attract danger, it will attract support. Your light will no longer drain you, it will guide you, and the blockages that once slowed your money, your progress, your peace have been cleared completely, and help that was delayed is now moving toward you. And before you leave this space, seal it fully by saying, I accept my miracle. Because acceptance allows the blessing to stay, and say it again if you need to, I accept my miracle, because the danger has been stopped, the blessing has been released, and your life has been permanently shifted. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay trusting, because what was meant to harm you can no longer reach you, what was hidden has been exposed to light, and what you have been waiting for is now free to arrive, and you will look back at this moment and know this was the turning point, the moment heaven stepped in quietly and everything began to change in your favor, under protection, under guidance, under victory. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. Amen. My beloved child, do not rush away even now, because there is one last layer settling into place, and this layer is the one that makes everything permanent, the one that ensures you do not fall back into the same exhaustion, the same confusion, the same quiet pressure you lived with for so long, and you may feel right now that your breathing is deeper, slower, more natural, like your body finally understands it does not have to stay alert anymore, and that is because Archangel Michael has not only removed the danger, he has adjusted your path so you do not walk into the same pattern again, and this is important for you to hear, because your kindness will still remain, your soft heart will still remain, but it will no longer be unguarded, it will no longer be available to those who only know how to take, and this is a gift, not a loss, and even if part of you feels emotional hearing this, that is just old weight leaving your system, not sadness, just release. You may notice after this that certain conversations no longer pull you in, certain worries no longer hook into your mind the same way, certain people no longer have the same influence over your emotions, and this will feel unfamiliar at first, but also peaceful, because you are stepping into a protected version of yourself, one that can still love deeply without bleeding quietly. And I want you to remember this feeling if fear ever tries to return, because fear will not come from truth, it will only come from habit, and habits lose their power when protection is present. The next 72 hours are still unfolding in your favor, my beloved child, and you do not need to chase signs or force outcomes, just observe, because what is meant for you will come naturally now, a small relief, a clear thought, an unexpected opening, something that confirms you are no longer blocked, and when you see it, even if it seems simple, let your heart answer again and say, I trust the plan. Because trust keeps you aligned with what has already been released, and if you feel called, say once more, I am safe, not out of fear, but out of recognition, because safety is now surrounding you quietly. Archangel Michael is stepping back just enough now, not leaving you, but allowing you to move forward freely, knowing the shield remains active without effort from you, and this is the kind of protection that does not exhaust you, it supports you, it does not demand constant attention, it simply stands, and my beloved child, your life from this moment forward is not the same life you were living before you arrived here. It has been redirected gently, firmly, permanently, and you will notice over time that you respond differently, you choose differently, you rest without guilt, you receive without fear, and abundance no longer feels like something you must fight for. Hold this calm with you as you go, not tightly, but confidently, knowing nothing you let go of was meant to stay, and everything meant for you is now free to reach you, and when you look back on this moment later, you will understand why you were stopped, why you were guided, why you were protected, because this was not interruption, this was intervention, and it came exactly when you needed it most. You are safe. You are guided. You are victorious. Amen. My beloved child, you are still connected to this moment because something inside you recognizes truth when it feels it, and that recognition is calm, not loud, steady, not rushed, and I want you to notice how nothing is demanding anything from you right now. There is no pressure, no urgency to perform, only a quiet invitation to rest inside protection. And that alone should tell you how different this is from the fear you have known before, because fear always pushes, but protection holds. And Archangel Michael is holding your path steady now, ensuring that what comes toward you arrives gently and what should leave does so without pain. You may find that after this, your thoughts do not spiral the same way, that worries rise and fall without grabbing hold, that situations that once felt heavy now feel manageable, and this is not because you suddenly became stronger, it is because you are no longer carrying everything alone, and that is an important difference, one that will change how you experience your days, your nights, your choices, and even your dreams. And if tonight you sleep more deeply than usual, or wake up feeling lighter, that will be another quiet sign that the shift has already taken root. There is nothing you need to do to maintain this, my beloved child, no ritual, no effort, no struggle, only awareness, because protection that comes from light does not require exhaustion, it requires permission, and you gave that permission the moment you stayed, the moment you listened, the moment you chose not to run from this stillness, and that choice mattered more than you know, because it aligned you with a different outcome, one where peace has priority and abundance flows without pressure. As the hours pass, let life unfold naturally around you, and if something feels different, if you feel calmer in situations that once unsettled you, if you feel guided away from something without needing to explain why, trust that feeling, because guidance does not always speak in words, sometimes it simply redirects your steps, and you will look back later and realize you were saved from something you never had to see. Carry this knowing with you gently, my beloved child, not as a burden, but as reassurance, because you are not being tested, you are being protected, and nothing that is meant to bless you will pass you by now, and nothing that was meant to harm you has access to you anymore, and that is the quiet victory you are stepping into, one breath, one moment, one calm step at a time. You are safe. You are held. You are moving forward under protection. Amen. My beloved child, let this be the final settling, the moment where nothing else needs to be added because everything important has already been done, and you can feel it in the way your heart no longer feels rushed, in the way your thoughts are not pulling you in 10 directions at once, in the way your body feels quietly supported instead of tense, and that is because protection does not shout, it stays. And Archangel Michael remains near enough that you never have to question whether you are guarded, yet far enough that you can move freely without fear, and this balance is the gift you were meant to receive. As you return to your life after this moment, you will notice that you carry something different with you, a steadiness that does not depend on circumstances, a calm that does not disappear when challenges appear, and this will guide your choices in small, gentle ways, helping you say no when you need rest, helping you say yes when opportunity aligns, helping you trust your instincts without overthinking, and this is how your path stays clear, not through force, but through alignment. There is no rush now, my beloved child, no countdown, no pressure, because what needed to happen has already happened, and the next signs will arrive naturally, in their own time, confirming what your heart already knows, that you are supported, protected, and moving in the right direction, and when life feels quiet, do not mistake it for emptiness, it is peace settling in, making room for what is meant to grow. Carry this peace lightly, knowing you do not have to guard it alone, and if ever you forget how this feels, return to your breath, to this stillness, to the certainty that you were never meant to walk unprotected, and you will find your way back to calm again. You are safe. You are guided. You are at peace. Amen. My beloved child, let this be the quiet close, the moment where your spirit understands there is nothing left to chase and nothing left to fear, because what was fragile has been strengthened and what was threatened has been sealed, and you can feel that certainty now, not as excitement, but as calm, deep, unshakable calm, the kind that stays even when words stop, and that is how you know this protection is real. Because it does not depend on sound or repetition, it rests inside you. As you move forward from here, life will continue, conversations will happen, days will unfold, but you will notice that you are not the same inside them, you are steadier, clearer, less pulled by things that once drained you, and this is not distance from life, this is alignment with it, and Archangel Michael remains present in that alignment, not hovering, not interfering, simply guarding the edges so you can live without constantly defending yourself. If moments of doubt appear, let them pass without engaging them, because doubt no longer has roots in you, it will come and go like a thought without weight, and peace will remain, and when something good arrives, even quietly, even simply, allow yourself to receive it without questioning whether you deserve it, because you do, and you always have, and receiving now is safe. This is not an ending, my beloved child, it is a settling, a gentle return to yourself under protection, and you will walk on with a lighter heart, a clearer path, and a sense of being watched over that does not limit you, but frees you, and whenever you need reassurance, remember this stillness, because it will always be available to you. You are safe. You are protected. You are moving forward in peace and victory. Amen. My beloved child, let this be the last breath of this moment, the one where everything rests exactly where it should, because nothing more needs to be done and nothing more needs to be said, and you can feel that completeness now, the way your heart feels steady, the way your thoughts are no longer searching for answers, the way peace sits quietly without effort, and that is because what was meant to be protected has been protected, what was meant to be released has been released, and what was meant to change has already changed. Carry this calm with you gently as you return to your day, not as something you must hold tightly, but as something that naturally stays, because protection does not leave when attention shifts, it remains, and Archangel Michael's watch does not end when these words end, it simply becomes quieter, stronger, woven into your path ahead. You will recognize this protection in small ways, in the ease of your steps, in the clarity of your choices, in the sense that you are guided away from what drains you and toward what restores you, and you will know without needing proof that you are not alone in this movement forward. Rest now in the knowing that you are safe, that your path is clear, and that peace has found its place with you, and walk on with confidence, because you are held, you are guarded, and you are free to live without fear. Amen. My beloved child, receive this as the final seal, the gentle closing that locks everything into place without noise or effort, because what was meant to reach you has reached you, and nothing can undo what has been done, and you may feel a soft wave of peace pass through you now, like a quiet confirmation settling deep inside your chest, and that is your spirit recognizing safety, real safety, the kind that stays even when life moves forward, and Archangel Michael's protection is not something you have to remember or maintain, it is already woven into your path, guarding your steps, your rest, your future, and you will walk on noticing that fear no longer leads you, that calm arrives more easily, that help finds you without struggle, and when blessings appear, you will receive them without hesitation, knowing they come from a place of protection and care, and if ever you look back on this moment, you will understand it was not just words, it was a turning point, a quiet victory, a divine pause that shifted everything gently in your favor, and you will move forward knowing you are safe, guided, and held, now and always, with strength, peace, and light surrounding you completely. Amen.